What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video, another day, another dollar. We break it down our futures contract per usual. Today was a very strange, I wouldn't say strange day. It was just a difficult day to start out and read. The market opened up with a gap in higher value. We were above the key level of 56.70, in my opinion. That's been a huge level to stay above. On the upside, I think that was a huge level that we needed to stay above. In order for us to go and visit the 5,700 level. There were multiple opportunities today. If you were able to catch them, then good. If not, you may have been caught on the opposite end of things, especially early on in the morning. For the first 2 hours, it was pretty much just chop fest on a very difficult market to read. I had a very good day for the most part. Was up green early on in the morning. Managed to give some of that back and then some, and going from green to red and then back from red to green to close out the day. And as we can see right now in this moment, the market is still kind of coming in from its highs of the day, which were set around about noon. The daily has gone from balance to one-time framing up, so that is something the bulls accomplished today. In my personal opinion, that is what happened. We are officially one-time framing up. Now, if we want to come back to balance, we'll have to take out today's low. But as you know, the last 30 minutes here has been coming in pretty good. We failed the whole trend, so it wasn't the strongest look, and still is the strongest look as we continue to pour in here. The paper weak ass hands kind of let this thing go. It's just very difficult whenever you have A, uneducated weak traders, B, Trump going in and out of tariff talk and trade war, and the algorithms kind of feeding off of every single little thing, and then just other bits and pieces of news here and there from different governments, kind of making this a little bit more of a difficult and volatile read. But happy to walk away on the green side today. So primarily, I think moving forward tomorrow, it is going to be imperative that we hold 56.50, today's low. I think it's going to be imperative that we hold that. It'd be great if we go out in the next 5 minutes and close back above 5,700. I think that's kind of key. If we do not hold above 5,700 and close above 5,700, then pretty good odds of coming back down and retesting 5,650. But we need to get above 5,700. We need to get above and hold 5,720. If we can get above that, then you really start moving and working your way towards our balance high on the weekly. So the daily is one time framing up, as it is closing into a bit of a doji, which means indecision. The daily is nonetheless still one time framing up. We need to continue that. We need to take out tomorrow's high and push higher in order to truly test the balance high. Now, one thing I'll go ahead and point out. What am I doing here? Let's just look at the 30-minute time frame and what our balance looks like here. You can see this was our balance low way down here. This is our balance high. We took that out pretty good. That's why I'm saying the daily is one time framing up, even though we're back inside of this balance area. The daily's still up. Point of control is up here. Everything. I mean, we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wide up here. So pretty good odds we revisit that area. This is kind of crazy how much M period is kind of pouring in the last few minutes. So far, a 43-point range for M period, basically taking back the big move that we had up earlier in the day. Just absolutely nuts. But the daily is still one time framing up. The only way that changes is if we take out today's low down here at 56.53. So it'll be imperative tomorrow, if we do open up inside of today's range, that we hold above 56.50 in order to have a rotation back up. If we open up here above 5,700, which is kind of the line in the sand there, if we open above 5,700, then you want to take out today's high and really get rotating up towards that weekly balance high of 57 5773, and take that out to get the weekly one time framing up. And then that would also put the monthly back to balance. Now I want to show you real quick on the 1 hour chart how kind of crazy this trend line has been holding. So if we ever break this trend line, it's going to be kind of nasty. I had this drawn out. This is the monthly balance area, previous monthly balance area that you're seeing. The balance low is what that was right there at that 5724 is our previous balance low. That was an area that we broke below on the monthly chart that got us to one time framing down. We have recovered back to that area, and you can see now twice where we've kind of failed at that area. Big failure back on May 2nd. Whenever we got up there, big failure today for the most part. Even though we spent a good amount of time up there, the fact that we came back in and closing near the lows here in the next 2 minutes is not very good, in my opinion, for the bulls. However, if you were buying strictly based on an hourly chart and a trend line, today's buys at the lows, which I really did buy, I got long near the lows at 5670s, and then added at 5660s for an opportunity to rotate back up. And I even wrote this in my chart is Trump's headlines are not helping anything. Probably shouldn't hold on to this position or even be in it, but I want to see if we can go up and test 5712, which was a naked point of control on the upside, and then see if we can get the overnight high, which was 5717 at the time. And we did both of those things, but I did not hold on to the trade. I ended up getting trailing my stop too tight, getting stopped out. But that would have been a monstrous play and trade because I was buying at the lows pretty much and near this trend line. Had I held that, boy, oh boy, would that have been a hell of a trade. So if we do retest this trend line at some point moving forward, it's going to be pretty key that we hold that. If we do push below it and stay below it, then that will signal the trend being over. I don't lean on it too much, but it is still kind of something to look at, and something unique to look at is whenever you do have a pretty strong trend like this where we've touched 2, 3, 4, 5 different times now and have held it, maybe 6 times the charm, and we break below it. So tomorrow moving forward, like I said, hold of 5650 must happen. Got to reclaim 5700 and hold above 5720 on the upside for the bulls. If we do not do that, we break below 5650, you're most likely coming back down to 5620 and then the 5600 levels. If we continue to stay in this choppy ass zone. 200-day moving average is up here at 5779, so basically right at the weekly balance high and that monthly high. So in the top right, you can see our daily chart. You can see how we pierced through that on the upside. Need to get back above there tomorrow at some point. Need. There's the close. So closed at the pretty much back where the move started. The move started here. It was an A, B, C, and E period. So basically closed right back where the move started. Pretty much unchanged from when we opened. So kind of whack. So I know I'm all over the place, but the daily, one time framing up, weekly, need to take that out. And that is also our monthly high up here at 57. Let me get this. So you can see our previous monthly balance low right there. We need to take out last month's high, 5773. That is imperative that we take that out on the monthly chart in order for this monthly get back to balance and the weekly one time framing up. So big hold of 5650 would be huge. Get back above 5700. You'll see the highs of today, 5740s. You get above that, and 5777 is your upside target. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Hope you stayed safe. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Oh, also, go check out Paul Asmore, camelbacktrading.org. Go check him out.